Hey, what's going on, vinyl community? Mike back again here. This time with a vinyl update for the month of November. No CDs this time. I might do that for another video, but for this video, I wanted to focus primarily on records, so that's what we're going to do. I got quite a bit to go through here, so this is stuff I've picked up mainly in the last couple months. There's a few things that I haven't shown in previous videos that I've had for a while. But yeah, I've been selling stuff on Discogs, so I've been having a little bit of that extra cash to spend, which is nice. That kind of a supplement income to support the habit. So that's always a good thing. Anyway, let's just get this started here. First up, we are going to go with the new Tomb Mold album. I have this on CD, but picked this up on vinyl as well, just because it's that good. Definitely going to be in my top 10 this year. This is death metal with elements of progressive metal, progressive rock, however you want to describe it, thrown in the mix. Really great band, makes a really interesting listen in my opinion. This is on $20 spin, who, as far as I can tell from everything that I've got from them CD vinyl wise, do a fantastic job. There is the record there. Very cool. Also comes with a huge poster, which I'm not going to pull out here, but it's basically just this image right here, which is some great artwork in my opinion. So yeah, Tomb Mold. And this is The Enduring Spirit. Is the name of this album right here. So great album. Highly recommend picking this up. Like I said, definitely in the top 10 for me this year. So very cool. Picked this up a while ago, so I've had this for a few months now. But this is Ryuichi Sakamoto's last album, 12. I think he died at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. I can't remember off the top of my head here. But sadly, he died of cancer, and this actually was recorded while he was doing cancer treatment and whatnot. But beautiful album, in my opinion. Very minimalistic. The packaging here is very minimalistic as well. But just a great electronic album, in my opinion. I've actually put this on quite a bit just to, like, want to take a nap, go to sleep. That's not a diss by any means to this music. It's just very relaxing and very chill. So, really good album. If you're into minimalistic music at all, I would highly recommend checking this out. So yeah, Ryuichi Sakamoto's 12. There we go. So, and actually, I didn't know about him until Derek Higgins' channel actually turned me on to him, and of course Yellow Magic Orchestra, the band that he was in, which I don't have any of their stuff. And I actually came across a bunch of their stuff at a flea market. This was years ago, and didn't pick it up, and now I'm kicking myself for it. It was a really cool store. It wasn't a flea market. It was a really cool store. It was a huge, like, warehouse. It was Missouri Comics and Records, and this guy just had tons of comics and tons of records. And so you could go in there, and he only had certain hours, but you can go in there and make all these deals. Pretty cool store. I think he actually moved the business down to Florida. I was sad to see him go because it was a fun place to go to. Anyway, this just came out this week. I will have to censor this album cover, but this is the new Dwarves album, concept album. I only listened to side one so far of this. There's some boobies on there, which is pretty typical for this band. But yeah, great pop punk or punk music, however you want to say it. They definitely have a pop element to their music here. It's not quite like Blink-182 or something like that, but really good stuff here. So yeah, Dwarves concept album. And I've just listened to the first side of this here, but I've enjoyed it. So there we go. Moving along here, we have Reverend Kristen Michael Hayter with her album Saved. There we go. This is probably also going to be in my top 10. Not sure where this is going to land, but this is a great album if you're into like old gospel music and kind of Appalachian like folk music. Highly recommend checking this out. She uses a lot of religious undertones here to as like I don't know what I'm trying to say here. As a mean, it's like there's there is the religious meaning behind the songs, but there's also like other dealing with loss and abuse and all that stuff. So, really good album. I can't think of the right word that I'm looking for, sadly, but it is escaping me. But we will move along here. Great album. Highly recommend checking that out. I came across this band not that long ago. I'm not actually sure if it's just one guy, but this is The Bug with the album Fire. This is dubstep with like UK grime. If you don't know what that is, it's like Dizzy Rascal was a big grime artist back in the day. I think he's still around. Plus, like Wiley and Miss Dynamite all came out of the UK. Lady Sovereign all had that grime sound. So very good stuff here. Just spun this the other day yet again, and really, really quite enjoy that. So yeah, The Bug, Fire. And I found this at a local flea market, which was kind of surprising. They had a lot of good records in there, actually. But been kind of on a Marillion kick here. This is their album, Marillion.com. Not my favorite so far of what I've heard of theirs. I need to listen to this more and see if it grows on me. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. But this is the third album of theirs that I have, and compared to the other two, this is my least favorite of the bunch so far. Just standard black vinyl there, but great pressing. Marillion is a progressive rock band here. They've been around since the 80s. This is, I believe, came out in the early 2000s, so this is a reissue. But yeah, good stuff. If you're a fan of Porcupine Tree, you're probably aware of them. And Steven Wilson has actually done some remasters of their albums here recently. Moving along, we have the band Nudity. This is Astronomicon. Nudity is a I guess psychedelic rock band, garage rock sound, kind of throwback. Really good stuff though. This is just on standard black vinyl. But found this for relatively cheap, so I decided to pick it up, and glad I did. There we go. And let's see here. What do we got? We are all over the place. Pink Panther is his new album, and I can't remember for the life of me, what this is called. But kind of an R&B singer, UK. She has a track on here with Ice Spice. Kind of minimalistic in a way. I don't know how to really explain her music, but I dig it. On that nice white vinyl there. There she is on the back. Maybe kind of like elements of, well, I want to say Sade, but her voice isn't very Sade-like. I don't know how to explain her. All I know is that I like her. This also comes with a fold-out here, and I guess a poster right there. So, very cool. But yeah, if you're into kind of minimalistic R&B music at all, I guess. When I say minimalistic, I don't know. That's probably a bad explanation of what this is. If that looks interesting to you, just check it out. Let's just leave it at that. So there we go. And we got two more albums here. So this next band, I'm going to butcher this. Revorium ib Malakt. I don't know if I said that right. And I'll put a translation down of what that actually is. And the album's name is, I translate to What Is Not Seven Heads. So black metal band with elements of industrial thrown in, as well as like atmospheric, very atmospheric at times as well. Really good though. This band was actually a traditional black metal band, I believe. This is what I've gathered online, and then decided to kind of like study Catholicism to basically make more blasphemous music, and then they ended up converting to Catholicism upon doing so. So I guess this would be considered unblack metal or white metal, but it has a very black metal sign, and really just I am impressed with this band. I'm gonna have to pick up more of their stuff. Beautiful pressing, but yeah, very cool. And staying in the black metal realm here, this is one of my new favorite bands. Um, Stoked to have this on vinyl here. This actually just came in today, so I've been listening to this in the car here nonstop here of late. I was like, man, I need to get this on vinyl, so I did. This is White Ward's album Love Exchange Failure. White Ward is a black metal band here that has elements of jazz thrown in, heavy use of the saxophone. Love it. I think what they're doing is amazing. This is definitely one of my top bands to come out here in the last few years that I have found. I think they have 3 albums out. I have all 3 on CD. Now I have 2 on vinyl, and then I have a reissue of their latest album coming out that I do have on pre-order. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And this is on, look at that. It's kind of pretty. There we go. So yeah, that is the haul here for the month of November. I hope everyone's doing well out there. I'm sure I'll have another update here. I've had a lot of reissues coming here recently, so I'll probably just do a complete video on reissues. So anyway, White Ward, good stuff. Check them out. Highly recommend them. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off here. So as always, guys, take well. Take care. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk to you later. All right.